Heyo, welcome in to CHGO Bets Daily, coming to you live from Studio B of our CHGO offices here in the West Loop of Chicago. I'm your host, Sean Anderson. Alongside me is Cody Delmendo, my partner in degeneracy. You can follow him at Cody_CHGO. You can follow me at Sean_W_Anderson. You can follow Lawrence Benedetto, our producer, at Law on the Draw. But he's not going to get his usual call out today.
No, I'm not.
Because you don't know like Mike.
I'm old. Sorry.
The PG movie that you can show your daughter. It's a kid classic. I mean, I'd give it
a classic.
Maybe 3 stars, maybe 4 bags of popcorn. It's a 2002 hour 39 runtime.
I like that runtime.
A 13-year-old orphan becomes an NBA superstar after trying on a pair of sneakers with the faded initials MJ inside them. Yes. As I mentioned, Cillian Murphy is the evil villain in it. As we brought up.
I always want to call him Killian.
Yeah, he's in it. Morris Chestnut is Tracy Reynolds. Brenda Song's in it.
Am I supposed to know who Brenda Song is?
Yes, you are.
Yes.
And
she's dating
Trey Songz?
No, the guy from Home Alone. She's dating the guy from Home Alone now.
Macaulay Culkin?
Yeah, she's dating him. Yeah.
And of course, the biggest superstar in this entire movie, Jesse Plemons, is in this movie. He's Ox. He's really great in this movie. But I mean, they get great NBA appearances from Steve Nash and shit.
Yeah,
it's great.
Okay.
Fantastic movie. You're gonna go watch it at home?
I'm on my way.
All right, cool. What's up, James Orlando? I don't know what's happening. We have to talk about 10 NBA games today. The Bulls are taking on the Rockets. The Bulls are 3.5-point favorites. Game starting at 7:10. It looks like mainly all the Bulls are playing. I think Vooch is good to go. He's been cleared. And then also Zach LaVine's good to go. They're all listed as probable. Bulls are on a 2-game win streak. I don't know if it counts if you've beaten just the Hornets twice, but it is 2 games that they've won in a row.
By the way, I had, speaking of the Hornets, I had, was it Miles Bridges. Which Bridges plays for them?
Miles.
He's the asshole, right? That we don't like?
Yeah, he's got himself into some legal issues.
I had him in a parlay. It was like over 6 rebounds in that first game, and he had that after the first quarter. Yeah. And I was like, I love betting against the Bulls on the rebounds.
Well, this transitions well into what my bet for this game is, because the Bulls have been terrible against 2 and 3 guards, or 2 guards and small forwards, whatever. Wings, right? Jalen Green over 2.5 threes. Miles Bridges, the guy you're just talking about, he went over on his 3-point prop both games against the Bulls fairly easily. Jalen Green coming off a game where he went 2 for 8 from 3, and honestly, just not a very good
just needed
game.
15 points out of him that night.
Yeah, he only put up 11.
Got 11.
But that was against Miami.
I now hate you.
The Bulls are one of the worst teams in the league at defending the 3. Overall, they are 26th in basketball. 30th. They rank 30th against 2 guards.
How many teams are there, Cody?
Like 32?
No.
Nope, there's 30.
30?
Yep,
okay.
there's 30.
So they are the worst.
It's a good question.
And they are the worst in the NBA defending the 3 against 2 guards. Jalen Green is a 2 guard. So
it's good math.
Yeah. At 2.5 threes you can get on most books, or the book I got it on. I don't know if we have a sponsor today. I got it at plus 100. I got it at plus 100.
Really? Plus,
yes.
You got plus money?
Plus money on Jalen Green over 2.5 threes.
I forgive you for the other night when you only scored 11 when I needed 15 plus. Mm-hmm. I'll ride the
re-rack it. I also like Fred VanVleet.
Greta VanVleet?
Yes. Points, rebounds, and assists. I think the line's 29.5. That dude absolutely, with the Bulls' inability to guard the perimeter. He's going to be able to hit 2 to 3 threes, give himself 9 points right there. If you, on threes alone, and then there you go. Just need a couple boards, a couple assists, maybe a couple layups, and then there you go.
Couple 2-3.
So if you are trying to build the same game parlay, definitely maybe take Fred VanVleet, take some Jalen Green, and there you go.
I kind of like the Rockets tonight, by the way.
I love the Rockets tonight. You're giving me a full possession. I mean, it's 3 in the hook.
3.5.
You could have got this at 4, I think even 4.5 last night in the wee hours if you were up. I don't know why you'd be up gambling because you're a degenerate. Hello. But yeah, you could have got it at 4.5.
Yeah. The Rockets they're outperforming, I think, any projection they had coming into the year. Mm-hmm. They coming off a loss. They lost to Miami, lost by 7 on the road. They're 18-17 on the year. Bulls, you just don't know what you're going to get out of them most nights.
Never know.
And again, the Bulls have struggled defending the 3, and they jack up a lot of threes. They shot 41 threes in their last game against Miami, made 14 of them. So, yeah, I mean, I think that this I feel like it'll be close since it's on the road, and they haven't exactly been the greatest team on the road. But the Bulls, if there's anything you can bank on the Bulls is to not really run away from a team.
Yeah.
So,
well, if Dylan Brooks was good to go for the Rockets tonight, I think it'd be hitting them on the money line tonight. But I think he's out. So, I think I'll give out my Rockets bet after I give out the ad read. I think it will make sense what I'm doing because I'm with you. I think the Rockets likely win this game or at least keep it within one possession. I mean, the Hornets just took them to overtime. I mean, that's not, who's a good team in the NBA? The Celtics? The Hornets are not the Celtics, from what I've learned in my research.
They're
not. And you know who does great research?
Who does?
This is a sloppy transition. Circa Sportsbook. Circa Sportsbook is the best place to bet. They've got tight money line splits, a low hold model. Games will strive to be a -110 split on the Circa Sports menu, unlike other sportsbooks, which may use a -115 or -120 split. Circa keeps as little money as possible on large market bets, too, like futures and golf tournaments, especially compared to other books, which allows them to keep or offer you the best lines. They're the world's largest sports book, and you can download that at your fingertips over at circasports.com/Illinois-app, at circasports.com/Illinois-app to sign up today. If you don't know about Circa Resort and Casino in Las Vegas, just do yourself a favor. Go Google a couple of pictures. Go Google the sports book.
Stadium Swim,
Google
baby.
Stadium Swim. Your jaw will drop, and you will understand that if you have an issue, the people that run that beautiful, pristine place that Cody and I were thankfully
it's my
invited
second
to.
favorite place in the world.
Wow.
It's number 1. Oh, Wrigley
Field.
Okay.
Wrigley
All right.
Field's my
That's,
number
you're
1.
soft. It's my number 1 place in the world.
Well, yeah. Who the hell wants to go to?
We're in the middle of an ad read. We're not doing an ad read for Wrigley Field. Jesus, Cody.
I'm just being honest.
This is like the Bears show. That's the way our ad reads go.
But whole bow, if you have a problem, the people that run that beautiful sports book will take care of you. You don't have to deal with any chatbots. All aspects of the app are being run by the same team that run the main Circa Sportsbook at Circa Resort and Casino in Las Vegas. So again, do yourself a favor, download the Circa Sports Illinois app, circasports.com/Illinois-app. If you or somebody you know have a problem with gambling, call 1-800-GAMBLER, 1-800-426-2537, text GMB 833-234, or visit areyourreallywinning.com.
I did find a Bulls bet that I don't hate.
That's good.
All right. I actually really like it. It's just the odds aren't great, so I might do an alternate line to get it at plus 130. Patrick Williams over 3.5 rebounds. The Rockets are one of the worst rebounding teams against power forwards. They rank 29th against power forwards in rebounding. So, and his line is 3.5. He's gone over the 3.5 mark 5 out of the last 10 games, so 50%. Now, the alternate line is 5. You can get it at plus 130. Plus. Yeah. So you're asking for a little bit.
You're asking for one more.
Yeah. You're asking for 2 more because 3.5 is you just need 4, and then Well, I guess it is one more technically.
Yeah, it's only
in
one.
some ways.
That's
but
only one.
Again, plus 130 of 5 rebounds,
rebound.
and the thing about it that scares me is just like if he doesn't get involved early, then he just kind of is out of this game and
stands in the corner.
And he stands in the corner, and he's not going to be under the basket. But if he's aggressive in this game, he could easily get this. And so at the 3.5, I saw it at minus 140. You can get 5 at plus 130. So I don't hate it. You want to throw that in your same game parlay? The 3.5, I like it. So,
all right.
They don't have a lot of the markets up for a lot of the Bulls players. It's just DeRozan, Kobe White, and Patrick Williams.
Yeah, I mean, still no lineups, which is the tough part about doing this at 3:00. But yeah, I don't think Dylan Brooks is playing for them, which is a reason why again I'm not taking the Rockets on the money line. But Cody, do you know what is an option out there in the world?
What's that?
The 3-leg teaser.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Let's go.
Basketball teaser. Okay, this is at plus 130. I think I got 7 whole damn points. Okay, I got the Rockets at 10.5. Bulls aren't winning by
Easy
double
money.
digits. Come on. The Hornets that we brought up earlier, they've recently beat the Kings. The Kings are coming to Charlotte. The Kings played last night. Charlotte has just played in some close games against the Bulls. I think they're feeling a little sassy, a little puffy chested. They're going to lose.
Sweet sassy molasses.
Lose by 13.5. And hey, you got to look at that Detroit game that the Kings just had. Going into the third quarter, a real tight game. Thankfully, the Pistons only scored 15 points. The Kings had to play all of their starters into the fourth quarter. I don't love the Kings in this spot.
I know I'm derailing your parlay, but can we talk about the Pistons for a second?
Sure, because I also have the Spurs to cover 3 against the Pistons tonight.
Okay, so did you see that they went 10 minutes and 24 seconds without a field goal?
Yeah.
In an NBA basketball game.
Yeah.
That's like something the 8-year-old team does.
Yeah.
Right. How do you not get a bucket?
Well, because their best player, Cade Cunningham, isn't going to play. Well, didn't play last night, and he's not going to play tonight. So do you know what that means?
They're still in the NBA, man.
Are they?
They're tall. How do you not get a bucket?
I honestly
10
feel
10 minutes and 24 seconds.
We are at the point where I don't think that the peak of male athletic performance is 27 to 31 anymore. I think it's more closer to like that 26 to 22 range. I honestly think that we could start doing relegation with college teams.
Let's do it.
I think Kansas has done such a great job at the collegiate level. They should get promoted, and we should send the Detroit Pistons down to the NCAA.
We want the Windy City Bulls to be in the NBA.
No.
Yeah, G League NBA. That's your
no
relegation. I don't want Kansas. Screw Hunter Dickinson.
Yeah, okay. I can get on board with that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Just a joke.
I have. Did you finish your parlay?
Oh, I'm good. Yeah, so I got the Spurs to cover 3.5. I got the Rockets to cover 10.5, and I got the Hornets to cover 13.5.
I like it.
That's at plus 130.
Plus 130.
A 7.5 point team teaser, and I think all of those teams have a chance to win outright. Yeah. I mean, obviously the Spurs are favorites. I think they're minus 142. But if you put together a little Rockets, Hornets, Spurs money line parlay, I wouldn't hate it.
Yeah. A little sprinkle.
Are you ready for tonight's college basketball picks?
Yes.
This is okay. Went 3-2 last night. All right. Shout out to Georgetown covering and the over hitting in whatever blind team that I always take the over in. Oh, Toledo and whoever Kent State, they went over. Shout out to Toledo.
Shout out to Kent State
and shout out to Kent State for having lots of fun. So speaking of blindly taking overs, Indiana State and Drake tonight. Shout out Missouri Valley. Don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on Missouri Valley. Over 155. Indiana State, one of the best three-point shooting teams in the country. Indiana State, one of the best offenses in the Missouri Valley. Drake, also one of the best teams in the Missouri Valley. We got 2 of the top teams in the Missouri Valley tonight just battling it out. Give me the over, 155. Next up, we got Ohio State -2. Wisconsin comes to Columbus tonight. Wisconsin undefeated in the Big Ten. This is a big game. Ohio State, if they plan on being a tournament team, this is a game that they need to win.
Can I interrupt you real quick?
Sure.
Speaking of big games, did you see what Purdue did last night? They lost.
I did see. Me and our good friend Greg Braggs had a nice conversation.
I can see him from here. If he was only looking, I'm flipping him off, but oh well.
Sorry.
Anyway, Ohio State -2. They've played well this year. They're at home. I think this is a must-win game for them. I think Wisconsin, they're a much better team at home than they are on the road. So give me 2 points. Give me Ohio State -2. And then finally, let's go to the Big East. Butler, Marquette. Butler on the road, 12-point dogs. They've shown to be a very good team this year. All right. Marquette just coming off the loss to Seton Hall on the road. Now they're back home. I think they probably win, but 12 points is way too much. Put some respect on Butler basketball because they're on their way back. They're not going Final Four Gordon Hayward, but they are a better team. And
Thad Matta?
Thad Matta. And I haven't looked at injuries or whatever, but right now I think 12 points is way too much for Butler. I think they can cover 12 on the road at Marquette.
We're still here. Go Bulldogs.
I kind of love that Butler play.
It's a lot. I mean, Marquette's a great team.
Play.
They're a great team, but Big East is loaded this year. Butler's been a surprise team. 12 points seems like a lot to me.
Butler plays a little slower too, so I wonder if Marquette slows them down a bit.
They can also shoot though too, I think they can get into a race with Marquette and hang around, but they can't turn the ball over. So, I kind of like that. That's one of my favorite ones tonight. 12 points seems like a lot. However, I did take South Carolina plus 12 against Alabama last night, and they lost by 30. So,
hey, right now plus 550. If you really think Butler can get funky and win over at our friends at Circa, but yeah, 12 is the number. Yeah, all right. That number might get to 12.5 by game time. If it gets to 12.5, I think that's easily a play of the day. That's
Butler ranks 35th in points per game. They rank in the top 100 field goal percentage, 105th in 2-point, like inside the arc. They rank 118th in 3-point percentage. Like, when you look at Marquette, they're a top 100 defensive team, but they're outside the top 200 on points inside the arc. 145th 3-point percentage. Like, they have a decent defense. Like, they're a tough team, no doubt. But I just feel like the 12 points is way too much.
Better assist to turnover ratio too.
Yeah. So, and I'm looking at injuries right now. Connor Turnbull is a game time decision. So, I mean, other than that, like,
Butler it was at home, but Butler just covered. I mean, kept it close against UConn, number 4 UConn by 7. They've got blown out by St. John's by 16.
St. John's a good team.
Providence by 10.
Yep.
I mean, they've. It's not like they haven't played anybody.
Right. They've played well against teams that you didn't expect them to play. So, I like Butler. Again, I don't think they're going to win, but I think that they can hang around, cover 12.
I like Butler.
I think they can lose by single digits.
Let's go. All right. Follow Cody at Cody_CHGO. Go hit Butler plus 12. Go Bulldogs. Follow Lawrence, even though he hasn't watched, like Mike, at Law on the Draw. And I'm Sean Anderson. You can follow me at Sean_W_Anderson. It's a really, 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 really great scene where they go through the triangle offense with paint. Outside of Morris Chestnut's Los Angeles home. It's a really great, sentimental and heartwarming moment in cinema.
That sounds great.
We'll talk to you tomorrow, I think. Wait, do we have a show tomorrow?
I don't know the answer to that, but
I should know the answer.
You
to that.
should,
because
we've been doing 2 shows a week.
I know
recently.
I'm not on it.
Okay.
Might be Bragg's doing it. He's done like our last 2 Thursdays.
Yeah, okay.
Shows.
We do have a show tomorrow. So join us tomorrow. Really appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Really appreciate James Orlando hanging out with us. Tomorrow we got a great play in the NFL wild card. So stay tuned. I got a lock of the weekend, and apparently it's everyone's lock.
We were both very wrong about Bears Packers, and I'm very sad about it. But that's okay. We bounce back tomorrow or this weekend.
Did I not say 17-9 correct score? I thought I gave that out at 80-1.
We both sat here and said the Bears are going to win. So that's all we have to say.
You should pull the tape.
Pull the tape. I'm pretty sure we both. I know I definitely did.
I definitely didn't say that. Pull the tape. Let's see. Lawrence, can we pull the tape right now, or should we just end the show?
We're gonna end the show.
Goodbye.
We all silly like the mayor.